This might be the craziest thing I've ever done. My friend that I barely kind of know texted me 2 weeks ago and he was like, what are you doing this weekend? Not this weekend, 2 weekends from now. What are you doing? I have 2 amazing permits that are super hard to get. My friend canceled on me and we should go do the Wave in Angel's Landing. Of course I said yes. I was on my month-long road trip with the van literally less than 48 hours ago. I'm back in the van and we're driving to the airport. So yeah, I drove about 1,000 miles home just to turn around and hop on a flight. But the craziest part is that as soon as we land, we will be hiking Angel's Landing that day. The next day we will be hiking the Wave, and that night we will be back at the airport. So this is easily the most ambitious trip I've ever done, but it's not even a weekend long, so let's do this. You know you're in Vegas when there's slot machines in the airport. As soon as I landed, I found my friend and we headed to get our rental car. Zion National Park is about a 3-hour drive away and we are burning daylight.
I'm not driving!
Don't get me wrong, I love driving and traveling by myself, but something about being in the passenger seat for once was so nice.
This is a lot. Okay, say hi, Jordan.
Hey. Oh, and by the way, this is Jordan. We met like 3 summers ago when we were both backpacking in Glacier National Park, and I thought he was a bear and almost sprayed him in the face. And when I say I barely know him, it's because when you meet people traveling, you might only hang out with them a handful of times in real life. So since we've met, our paths have crossed 2 other times, but yeah, this is kind of what it's like to have friends all over the country.
I broke this strap and it's so sad.
You link up every once in a while, but it's not like you see them every day like you would in like high school or college.
We're finally here after 11 hours?
Roughly, yep.
Of driving to the airport, getting to the airport, being on the plane, driving to Zion because it's like 2 hours from the airport, and we're finally here. So we're on a little bit of a time crunch because the last shuttle is at 7:15. And it's, what is it again? 3:30?
3:30.
It's 3:30. It's not a long hike, but there's some elevation. So we're definitely gonna have to be moving pretty fast. And Jordan, say hi again.
Hey.
This is actually my second time hiking Angel's Landing. I did it when I was like 14 and I remember it kicking my butt.
So we're about 1.5 miles in, about 1 mile left to go. But I think the hardest part's still yet ahead with the wiggles.
That was dramatic, I liked it. The hardest part is yet to come.
But I'm happy to report that 10 years later, I'm a much stronger hiker because while it was definitely not easy, it wasn't as bad as I remembered.
Hard part is over, right?
Yep, now onto the chains.
Now to the chains, which are the scarier part, but they're the fun part to us, right?
Yes.
Give you a little
Unless we
look.
fall.
Yes, this is where people hurt themselves, but we are smart and safe. Very beginning of that.
Angel's Landing is known as one of the deadliest hikes in America because 17 people have lost their lives on it, and the last portion definitely has some sketchy parts that could be really bad if you're not careful.
We are almost to the top. Woo! Final push! Up there. Thumbs up. Or thumbs down. Up. Double up. And you do not need food. No. Yeah. Yay. You ready?
Probably like...
Oh, it was going that whole time. Okay. We're back on the shuttle.
We made it with a half hour to spare. How long did it take us again? Hour 30 up, hour 30 down?
Yep, with about half an hour or so at the top.
Hour 30 up, hour 30 down. We took the shuttle back to the car and headed to one of my favorite restaurants in Springdale for noodles and a drink. I'm so tired, I'm so full, I'm gonna sleep so good. And it's 10 back home, so it is time to rest. And the plan for tonight, Jordan has a tent. This is my home tonight. I'm gonna cuddle up back here with a sleeping bag. This campsite is way louder than I'm used to. There's like
people in every single spot. And lots of camper vans. But like big camper vans. Look at the moon. How's it going, Jordan?
It's going.
I offered my help. He didn't need it. So, just so you know. I forgot to mention Jordan is a dentist. So, I'm gonna brush my teeth for a long time so he doesn't judge me. Angel's Landing was great, but because I had already done it before, what I was most excited about was hiking to the famous wave. We're looking through the chaos. Put it in the bag. I found a pretty good sized blister on the back of my heel this morning, which is so annoying because I literally wear these every single day. Not every single day, but all the time, and I've never had a problem, so that's annoying, but I put one of those blisty things on it, so we should be good. And yeah. I just brushed my hair and look at all the freaking like dead ends. It just flew off onto the car. Put in the comments if I should cut my hair. I've really been debating it for a while because it doesn't fit my lifestyle, but it's cute. Let me know. I'm not really big on eating leftovers that haven't been refrigerated because it kind of scares me. But I spent $17 on this yesterday and could eat barely any of it. So good. Now remember, this is Jordan's trip that I'm just tagging along for, so he had booked a guide to take us out there. This isn't something I would normally do, so I was excited to see what it was all about.
Well, sometimes, but it's not even like really that exposed.
Can't even stand in it.
I would have.
You can't?
No.
Dang,
Barely sleep in it. But my gas mileage is like popping.
yeah. I got a friend that lives in her Chevy Express.
And unsurprisingly, our guide was super cool. Most people in this kind of work definitely are. And he knew all the coolest spots to show us, like these dinosaur tracks. Here's shaded. Jordan, stay right here. Close your legs. Oh yeah! There she is! So cool!
Background is not
This is so cool!
There we go. We could climb up there. We can't do that much
The wave kind of blew up on Instagram a couple of years ago, but what I didn't know was that it's just one cool formation out here, and there are so many more, some that are arguably even cooler than the wave. It's beautiful! This place is incredible. I actually like this part more than the wave, I think. There's all these cool shelves. And then this giant sand dune like in the middle. So cool. I could be out here for days. It's amazing. And I didn't know that this is all backcountry. It's in a wilderness area, so there's no trail to the actual wave. You can get there any way you want, and you can walk all around and find all these super cool spots. Which is why having a guide isn't necessary, but really handy if you want to see a lot in a short time. Plus, you won't get lost, because again, there are no trails.
Aaron, I'm gonna put my phone in your pack quick.
Go for it.
We get, but it's pretty good. Your foot might slide a little bit. but if you kind of quick step through it, it's just better, yeah.
Alright. Wait, this ledge is
It's
dope.
really grippy stuff. It's crumbly things, so.
Oh my gosh. I love them. Feels good. Oh.
So cold. It's just steep on the other side, so just don't fall out of it, alright? I don't know what the area is there. You wouldn't want to
Our guide showed us some of his favorite spots, but eventually we were kind of just freestyling and got to the point where we had climbed so high that we needed to find a way to get down.
Now we gotta go down. I gotta put the camera down. I'm not dying for this.
be good.
We just came from up there. This is so fun. Little sketch, but good.
We were out there all day long, and I definitely enjoy moments of solitude when I'm hiking, so there were times where I let the boys get way ahead of me so I could just zone out.
Man, you know, like, we're giving mom a hug.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10! I would give it... What did I give Angel's Landing?
11.
I'd give that a 12. But also, my feet are gonna fall off. And my legs are yellow. But worth it.
Those weird ones, I mean, we got people tip these things and roll them over all the time. I mean, in my opinion.
Dink, sink. My first In-N-Out burger.
How do you like it?
Literally, exactly. Okay, tell me why the regular is $4.59 and the diesel is $4.19. Never seen that in my life. Isn't diesel always more expensive? Explain in the comments.
Not really good anymore.
We drove back to Vegas to catch our flights, and mine was a couple hours before Jordan's, so he dropped me off.
I just took my shoes off for TSA. They smell so bad. I can smell my feet from here. And I don't want to put them back on. I would literally do anything to not put these back on. If you're going on a quick little hiking weekend, bring flip-flops. Just bring flip-flops. Or extra socks so we don't smell so bad. Should I pay slots? I have like an hour and a half. I've only done it once and I have no idea how it works here, so we're not doing that. Also, I spent too much money on this flight alone, so we don't have any extra spending for gambling. It's freezing. Oh my god. It's so cold here. And I forgot my jacket in the Jeep yesterday, so that sucks. I just bought it too, but I'm gonna see if they can ship it to me, maybe. Ah, Janeway! Oh. Okay, I started the van, everything was fine, and I started trying to get out of the parking ramp in the Detroit airport,
and it's like this big ramp. You have to like go up it to come down it, and to go up it, Janeway, my van, just completely stopped. Like, not stopped, but she couldn't go forward. So I just had to reverse the van, like with no power in the engine, like roll down that parking garage. And now I have to call a tow truck. Oh, God. Luckily, I'm, you know, within an hour of like everyone I know, so I'm gonna have my mom come pick me up. This is like my worst nightmare if this would be on a road trip in the middle of nowhere, so I'm glad that this is happening now and not when I'm super far from home, but this still sucks. I really don't have like the money for anything to be wrong with the van right now, so yeah, that sucks. Like and comment and subscribe so I can pay this fat bill. Let's hope it's not the transmission. Oh God. Okay, tow truck is called. Again, I'm so happy that this is happening here, like in a place that I'm familiar with, and like in the middle of the day. Like, it's a Sunday, nobody's even here right now, barely. So all good things. I haven't really like slept in like 48 hours though, so I'm like, just emotions are running high because I'm so broke and I'm so exhausted. But anyway, the tow truck is supposedly going to be here in 10 minutes, which is really fast. So I'm gonna like try to grab all my stuff. Like, this sucks because like everything I own is in here, so I'm just gonna throw everything into like a couple bags. I actually have a box back here, so I might throw all of my things into that box because I don't know how long obviously the van is gonna be. Oh, someone just called me. Okay. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some footage of what just happened before the tow truck gets here. See this ramp? This is the ramp to go all the way up. Janeway was all the way up at the top, and her engine wasn't powerful enough to like go up it. Like, she can go really, really slowly, but she can't go up. So I was like, I can't stay here, like I can't park here. So I ended up just rolling down that hill into this parking lot. Which is good that I was able to get out of the parking lot, because apparently the tow truck guy said that like it's a whole other situation to get a car out of a tow, or to get a van, to get a car out of a parking garage. I don't know. At least my mom's here. Mommy.
Honey.
Janeway's sick.
Had a tummy ache, an intestinal problem.
She literally was like burping. The whole thing was like boo, 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 boo.
No.
God. I look so tired and sad. Okay. Well, we dropped Janeway off. She's over there. And I'm gonna end the vlog here because this was the longest weekend of my life. And we're gonna call it tomorrow, and hopefully it's not the transmission. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe so that I can pay for my new transmission or fuel pump or whatever the heck it ends up being. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.